Hello, world. How are you doing? How are you doing? It is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, 5 p.m. on the West Coast. Thank y'all for tuning in once again to G&C Sports Talk. When we do it
for the culture,
by the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
Number one sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man.
Real quick before we get into everything, want to go ahead and get into these comments because somebody was early and I'm going to go ahead and call them out. Say it.
What up, Sid?
Yo, what's up,
Sid?
Sid?
You.
Doesn't mean anything.
Lakers.
Doesn't mean anything.
Lakers in 5. If we get there.
Doesn't mean anything for the Celtics either.
Nah, it don't mean nothing for the Celtics, man.
Joel Embiid healthy, 76 is going to the finals. Because it ain't going to be Milwaukee. Best podcast in the universe. Ah, see you catching on, Mom. That is our mother there, Annie's Jackson.
Love you, Mama.
Love you. Best podcast in the universe. You catching on. See, I gotta update it. So it's in the multiverse now. So next week you gotta say multiverse. I gotta keep upping the game. But yeah, I see you, Mom. I see you.
We appreciate it.
Like the new logo. Yep, the intro. Yep. All is looking good. Appreciate that. Hello there, sister. How you doing, Chelsea?
What's going on? Welcome back.
Black Raiden. How you doing, my brother?
If you don't know, he took over the YouTube space last Friday. Great video, by the way.
We already there. Last few before we go ahead and get started every day. Good evening to G.R. Houston Jack. Just got through watching another fantastic Small Biz Bites. If y'all don't know who Miss G is, she got 3 of them bad boys. She's active on all of YouTube. If y'all didn't know, I'm just letting y'all know. Fantastic episode. I would have started mine late, G, if I needed to, just to make sure I watch the rest of yours. That's only for you. Only for you.
Mm-hmm.
Only for you. Says hello, mother.
Love you too.
I would hope so. And happy Tuesday, Tanya. Tanya, how you doing? How are you doing?
Hey, you got to get us up on the lingo too. The Virginian lingo.
She's in Chicago though.
My bad. Hey, I know she's in Chicago. Hey. Oh, she from Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. You still got to give us some Chicago lingo. I'm just saying.
Yes, thank you to Ja Allen. It was great. Fantastic tips, the whole 9 yards in the digital marketing space. Correct me if I'm wrong, G. Fantastic episode. You know,
hey, that's all I want.
All right. So, as slow as it might be in the NFL, at least right now, there are a few things that we have to discuss, but because it is that time of the year, it is time for the NBA playoffs. And last night, a fantastic event took place of the WNBA draft. Huge phenomenon. Sold out the Brooklyn Arts Center Arena, however they want to pronounce it. Real good event. I watched most of it, not all of it. It was a real good event. I got to watch my wrestling on Tuesday. It is what it is. It is what it is. In NFL, we have, and I'll let you introduce that one because I don't think I had saw that one, but I knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah. For the NFL, Tom Brady, I believe he was getting interviewed and he put out a statement that I'm pretty sure a lot of people going to run with, even though they shouldn't. But, hey, here at G&C Sports Talk, this is what we do. We got to let y'all know to keep y'all informed. But Tom Brady says he's not opposed to a comeback in the NFL. And to you, Tom Brady, I say enjoy retirement as it is. Everything is looking good. I know you missed the NFL. You can always play in the flag football league, your neighborhood flag football league. You can also probably go to the Canadian Football League or AFL, XFL, UFL. Mm-hmm. You go to UFL and try it out there. But the NFL, I just don't see it. I think he was trying to get some headlines, and it ain't going, bro.
So, first off, hey, how you doing, fam? What's up, Aunt Alexis?
What's up?
I ain't going to blast you. I thought about I was going to blast you. I ain't going to blast you right now. But it's okay. It's all good.
I appreciate your take on Tinashe, by the way.
I screenshotted this stuff I told her to read to you.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God, I did. I did. Yeah, because I knew you would oppose me. Anyway, that's for the latter part of the episode. So what I thought about when I saw Tom Brady for his comeback, it's about damn time. I was waiting for him to sit up here.
You know what's going to happen.
I was waiting for him to put this up in the media. Like, he is holding off on being a broadcaster. Not that he can't do it, because I believe Tom Brady can do all things. So help him the good Lord above, because Peyton Manning doing all things, and for their whole career in professional football league, they've been compared on that aspect. Tom Brady got that itch he can't scratch.
Yeah, of course.
And before he went to Tampa Bay, he had some illegal dealings with Miami Dolphins. Also had some dealings with Las Vegas Raiders, because he is a owner or part owner or some type of owner with them. Mm-hmm. So there was talks of that. And also it was talks of him going to San Francisco to be the football player that they need, the one missing piece. And one thing we know about Tom Brady, because he's done it a couple of times some places, he's a plug-and-play player. And if he can't do nothing, he'll get you the one. And probably win it. He won 6 of them in New England, won 1 in Tampa Bay. Tragic end to his career. Some would say it's his fault, some would not, but that's neither here nor there. I don't see why he would not come back for one more. I'm just saying, not that he can do it, not that he'll be any good, but he's lied about retiring before. Who's to say he didn't take off a year to get away from Tampa Bay, in the sense of leaving them? Oh, to come out of retirement one time, why not?
So if he come out of retirement, do you think he's gonna be productive? Depending on what team he go to.
No.
Do you think he'll be productive if he go to Vegas?
He won't go. I don't think he'll go to Vegas because Antonio Pierce seems to be dialing in on a different frequency than maybe Tom Brady wants to go. Not that it's too rough, too tough, but it may be more shades of what it was the beginning of his career, even though he'll have a Devontae Adams there. Mm-hmm. San Francisco is the right fit. Want to know why? They whole premise is getting the ball out your hand real fast.
So now if Tom Brady comes on, then Brock Purdy, I guess, I ain't going to say develop, but he get a chance to just chill out, watch Tom play until he get injured.
He ain't got injured that many times.
Yeah, he hasn't. But who knows, man?
TB12 is something real. If I had it, it'd be right here.
TB12. All right. I got you. Oh, my God.
No, I'm in all actuality, dog, leave it alone. Leave it alone before you get hurt.
Yeah, I commend you.
For your kids, man. You said you want to be there for your kids.
Hey, man, look, it's facts. And I think what oldest, they getting up there in age, maybe 16, 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But hey, look, I understand, man. You got that itch you just can't scratch sometimes, and you want to go out there and ball as opposed to talking about it. But again, like I said, in any city, man, you can go play flag football, do what you got to do, man. But in the NFL, hey, man, I'm tired of you.
How did it fare to get tossed in this?
I have no
idea. And other small news, because the NFL draft will provide a lot of content. Don't really feel like talking about the Cowboys. It's just not that time of the year right now for us.
What about the Rice kid from Kansas City getting pulled over, running away?
He's being sued. He's being potentially sued for millions of dollars right now.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. People get in trouble in Dallas. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The only other thing that we had a report, because as much as I wanted to talk about that story, it got so many layers. I'd rather wait to develop and
I got you.
It had a lot of layers to it.
Get all the facts right before we start talking about it.
Brandon Ayuk, speaking of San Francisco, star wide receiver, is a free agent. Potential places: Pittsburgh. They didn't say New England, but New England should have been on there. Honestly, Pittsburgh the only one I care about, because I got a soft spot for Pittsburgh since they got Russell Wilson.
What about the Saints? No.
I didn't see them on there.
We don't have cap space?
I didn't see them on there. I don't even know if it's cap space.
I tried.
I feel like they cap.
I tried.
I feel like they cap.
Okay.
But yes, Brandon Ayuk, free agent. I believe he is the number one, much like T. Higgins. Mm-hmm. So for him, I mean, Kansas City is always an option if you want to win a ring and be in contention. That's for sure. Pittsburgh, I know I saw on there was an option. I mean, if we look at it, it's some places that need receivers. I'm not sure they have the quarterbacks, though. That's the $1 million question. But I did think it was interesting that they let him go, because Brandon Ayuk, in Debo's absence, was a stellar receiver. Christian McCaffrey in some games that he missed. Brandon Ayuk stepped up. I think he was a comfort level for Brock Purdy, the current San Francisco 49ers quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that George Kittle may have his best years behind him because he did not get the ball as much as he should have.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's because of age or because of scheme. But I do think Brandon Ayuk is a key piece that is gone. We will see where that goes.
It may be both, man. Who knows?
We will see where that goes. I'm sorry. Did you have anything?
Well, I was going to ask that. Were there any other key free agency moves? I know the draft's coming up. When the draft come up?
Next week.
Next week. What? Wednesday, Thursday, right?
Thursday through Saturday.
Thursday through Saturday. Okay. All right. Well, we got to check out, see what's going on. I think Jay Daniels gonna be number 2. We already know who's gonna be number 1. We don't know if he gonna be number 1, but we don't know if he is the one. That's a bar. Y'all think about that.
I do think Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in the draft. The Caleb Williams hype that came out 2 years ago is the reason why he's still considered the better. And I'll say this, as much as we talk about pressure, if he don't succeed fast, all the tools are there for him.
They are.
Minus offensive line, maybe. Defense looks better. You got wide receivers. You have a running back there. If you don't, and they're putting the pressure on you, honestly. If you don't succeed when you first get up there, I struggle to think what'll happen to you because they did everything in their power to give you arguably the best position outside of the 85 Bears. You, before even stepping foot on the team, look like you had the best team that Chicago has ever had outside of 85 Bears. If you don't succeed,
especially offense.
Yeah, if you don't succeed quickly, I shudder to think.
Yeah, man.
I shudder to think. Real quick, back to the comments. Tom Brady ain't coming back. He needs to get a new line on.
I agree.
Like maybe coaching his kids or something. I mean, that's the thing. He's supposed to be for $300 million, I believe, in the booth for CBS. I think with Tony Romo, or is it Fox? No, it's Fox. It's Fox. Because FS1 is Fox. So he's supposed to be doing it with Fox. I mean, maybe he was just sitting up here playing cat and mouse game. Bro, go to the booth. I don't know how good you're going to be, but they're paying you $300 million. It don't matter how good you're going to be.
Exactly.
And I know you got...
The name says it all.
Yeah, I know he got contingencies in that contract. If I suck, you can't fire me, or you got to pay me. So go get a new lease on life. We can hear you. Hey, again, like I said, y'all paths intertwined. Go be like Peyton Manning and get a time place.
That's it. That's all. Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, on the weekends or whatever, on Saturday or Friday, hey, feel free to go with your friends and go play flag football. You still have it in your hands, man, but you gotta let some things just gotta let go. And that's one thing with the past, you gotta let go.
So wait, let me go back. So let me know, are you talking about Tom Brady? You talking about Jay Daniels?
Jay Daniels can come. Hey, we appreciate you, Jay.
I'll take Tom too over Derek Carr. Okay. I'm not sure if he can hold a crowd I don't know if he can either, G. That's why I am most interested to see if he can hold our attention. I don't think nobody does better than Tony Romo as far as players.
I don't either, bro. Like, it's gonna be slim pickings, man.
Hello, Kendasia. How you doing?
What up, Miss Kendasia?
And good old funky time. Here y'all go. How are you doing, Miss Sade? How is it going? Once again, thank y'all for tuning in live to G&C Sports Talk. Also, thank you to the replay viewers. We gotta love our repeat offenders. I gotta get a little graphic up for the repeat offenders. I love y'all.
Okay.
I love y'all. Anyway, Brady. See?
Brady.
That's what I'm talking about. Saying we need Brady. He better than a used car we got.
Oh, man.
He better than a used car we got. All right. So we did mention it. Want to go ahead and get into it. The WNBA had their draft last night.
Yes, sir.
And I know you know about the players, I think just as much as I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably more, I don't know, because you do follow basketball on a closer level. Last night, did anything surprise you in terms of who was taken, where they were taken, and things like that before we get into it a little bit deeper?
Well, the surprise one, for me, I know all the NBA or WNBA draft experts had her going number 2, which is rightfully deservedly so. But Cameron Brink going number 2 to the Los Angeles Sparks, I'm not mad at that pick. I'm not mad at it at all. If I were a GM, I would have picked size, because one thing I've been saying lately here and especially at work is the one thing you can't teach height. And I'm not sure the tallest person on their team is maybe like 6'4". Camila Cardoza comes in at a height of 6'7". Great offensive rebounder, good offensive rebounder. That I would have, me personally, I would have picked Camila. Now the thing is, since LA did get Cameron Brink out of Stanford, great player by the way. Chicago Sky got Camila Cardoza, and they also got Angel Reese. So, in my opinion, I'm looking at the Chicago Sky as being in the years to come as being one of those contenders because you now have not one, but you have two good offensive rebounders on that end. And when you can control the boards on defense, and especially if you control the boards on offense, then that gives you a good chance to not only win games, regular season games, but when it comes to playoffs, you have those two juggernauts down there that can go handle business. And also, if they can develop a good, because both of them right now, I don't want to say raw, but if both of them can develop an offensive game where they can coexist with each other, that team would be a team to be reckoned with.
So I disagree in a sense because right now the standard is the aces, right? So if the standard is the aces can hit you from anywhere and everywhere, and the whole thing that they can do is score and beat you multiple ways. So the Sparks are going to get Cameron Brink and Rickea Jackson.
Okay, that's a good.
Those were two good picks for them. The Chicago Sky did what they needed to do. It got height and depth, I will say, but I did not know. I thought Angel Reese was a little bit taller. She's not as tall as I thought she was. She's 6'3".
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3".
I think 6'3". 6'2" or 6'3". So Cameron Brink 6'4". Rickea Jackson 6'4". She's a guard. Cameron Brink can shoot.
She can. She has a good offensive game, and I can understand why the Spark would.
God sister of Steph
Curry. Yep.
That's like I didn't know she was 6'4" till last night. I thought she was like a 6.
I think her mom went to she was a roommate of Hillary Clinton, and Dale Curry was good friends with Bill Clinton, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I ain't paying attention.
Good friends with Cameron Brink's dad, and the mom was like, I don't know, they that kind of kinship, or you know.
Yeah, so I mean the Chicago Sky,
I forgot.
They had a good draft. The Sparks had a good draft, and this is following the college game, and this is what makes it so exciting and whatever. Of course, Caitlin Clark went number 1. Indiana Fever has Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston,
right? And
they got a couple other picks. Seattle Storm. It's probably one that people need to watch out for.
Okay, who did
Skylar Diggins, Smith, and then Nike Agumake. I think I'm saying that right. And they also got the guard from UConn there too. Okay. They got her last night.
Okay.
But just Diggins and Agumake themselves is going to be something crazy because Agumake went from the Sparks to the Storm. Skylar Diggins to the Storm. We know what she can be. We know what they can look like. So it's very exciting. We'll see. That season does kick off May 14th. But I did want to mention something that I didn't mention last week, and this is in terms to the college basketball game when everybody started paying attention when this happened. And the thing that I've been saying since last year, of course, which is race plays a factor into the ratings and what can eventually get this engine pumping and going. And the reason why I say this is because when the NBA did the shift, like I said before, Magic, Larry, it took place in college and it transferred to the league.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, arguably the two biggest names. Race is going to the WNBA. Caitlin Clark being drafted in the Indiana Fever, they're going to be on TV the most out of anybody.
Of course.
They're supposed to hedge their bets that way.
Of course.
Hopefully the WNBA also takes advantage of saying, hey, not only do we do this, but let's make sure we paint these rivalries too, because as much as some people say teams drive it, people don't even know the teams. So you kind of got to attach to a player first before you can know the teams.
Yeah.
So they want to make sure they keep capitalizing on that. I think they're doing the right thing no matter how we feel about it. And even though there have been players that came before that have done a spectacular job, right now this is the highest shooting star that we got.
Yeah.
And you gotta ride that wave until you can't ride it no more.
There you go. I agree, man. But I mean, we'll see. WNBA, you said starts in May 14th. May 14th. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I know the Dallas Sky, they may be a contender.
They had some good draft.
We may have to hit up a couple of their games, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to all of it.
And real quick to the comments. Shout out to Angel Jackson. Yes, thank you for putting that on there because I did have it in my notes. Shout out to Angel Jackson, drafted from Jackson State. Swag Love in his building. What's up? What's up?
Yeah, man. Second.
Can't teach height. Yes, mama. He said
that. I think she was the second player in the draft. Second player in the SWAC, or second player in HBCU history to get drafted in the WNBA draft. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm laughing at this too. Baby girl, the Bayou Barbie cannot walk in heels. Love her.
Oh,
beautiful outfit, but man, she was struggling. No. She like a baby Bambi.
No, on Alexis, no.
She like a baby.
that low key was like a Met Gala outfit, though. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, but shout out to all the girls out there, man. GQ, they all look at GQ Sports. You know what I'm saying? They look at GQ. I like some. I like a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Camilla looking good. What's up? Jack. What's the young lady name? Jackson.
Rakia Jackson.
Yeah, Rakia Jackson. She was looking nice.
Oh my!
It was a lot going on in WNBA.
I forgot my young country girl. She from Arkansas. She went to Ole Miss. Oh, that baby so country, but I loved it. She's so country when she got on that mic. I said, "Ooh!"
Hey, one day we're gonna do the fit check, man. We're gonna do the fit check for the WNBA.
We could have did it today.
Oh man,
I ain't know that was.
Hey, look, I did. Spark.
All right, so today, I was about to say last night, but today we have the thing that is most important right now.
Yes, sir.
We had to do it at the WNBA because that was the most important thing to get to. The play-in tournament is happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have that taking place tonight with the Western Conference. And I have this on the screen here in 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Here we go. There we go.
There we go.
Ah, dang, I put it in front of what you call it.
If they in the play-in, they don't deserve to get shown anyway.
Oh, come on, everybody else get shown.
They in the play-in, they don't deserve to get shown.
Come on, man, that's wrong.
I'm just saying. It's the truth. It's the truth. Hey, block it off.
Here we go.
No, can't see it.
Still can't see it. It's fine. All right, so tonight we have the Golden State Warriors, Sacramento Kings. That's going to be an exciting game. That is the 9-10 seed. The way it works, you have the top 6 seeds that are automatically in there. After you have the 6 seeds, you have the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seed going to compete for the last 2 seeds. What it is the 7th, 8th seed. Whoever wins that game gets that 7th seed.
Right.
Whoever wins the 9-10 game goes to play the loser of the 7-8 game. And then they compete for the 8th seed.
All to play the number 1 seed.
All to play the number 1 seed, which on the West is not
the Denver Nuggets.
Not the Denver Nuggets. So we have the Lakers and the New Orleans Pelicans. Let it be known, let it be said, on record, on fact, on check, on everything. The Pelicans ain't got nothing on the Lakers. We know that. But the dilemma is, because since the Western Conference Championship in 2020, the Lakers ain't beat the Nuggets at all. If you were them, would you lose?
Nah, man. I want to knock off the defending champs. I want to knock off the defending champs. But if you get that young team, man, they just gonna be running and gunning. And look, LeBron, I know he may have a lot left in his tank. Pause. He may not have a lot left in his tank. Pause. But I would rather face that older melodic team. I know they still hard to guard, but I wouldn't lose on purpose. It's all about competition, man.
I wouldn't blame them if they wanted to lose on purpose.
Because they go to.
Because I would not want to play Denver. And I'm being 100%. I know.
Well, you have to play them regardless.
Yeah, you got to play them regardless, but not the first round. If they win tonight and play them in their first round, they are losing in 5. They're not beating. Nobody's beating Denver, if we're being honest. The only team that potentially, or 2 teams that potentially stand a snowball's chance in hell are the Minnesota Timberwolves or, and I hate to say this, and you might disagree. I think the Dallas Mavericks can stand a chance.
Hey, well, you know what? Since you talking about that, that is a good one. And me personally, I would disagree, but now I can't disagree. When it comes with, I think Dallas matches up great with Denver. You have Luka that can score anytime you want to. You have Cary that can score anytime you want to. Dallas also has a good nucleus. Dallas also has great players. And one thing that doesn't get talked about much that we saw last Wednesday when they played the Miami Heat, the one thing I can say when I saw that team play, they played great defense, albeit it was against the Miami Heat. But as team ball is concerned, especially on the defensive side of the ball, they got everything you need. Cary playing defense, Luka, it is what it is. But they have Daniel Gafford down there in the paint.
Very key free agent addition.
Very key free agent. They also have PJ Washington, very key free agent. And those two have somehow, some way came in their organization, turned things around, especially on the defensive end. And now that you have two good defensive players, motivate everybody else, you do whatever you want on offense. They can score with the best of them.
So I'll say this because we are on the play-in part of it, right? I think the Lakers win tonight, hands down. I think they could beat them even without trying.
Okay.
Even though it is in New Orleans. So I think the Lakers win tonight, they get the 7th seed, they'll go against the Denver Nuggets. I think tonight the Kings win. I think the Kings win tonight. One, it's at home, even though it's in the Bay Area or whatever, but it's at home. I think the Kings got revenge on their mind. It's only one game, not 7. I think they could beat them in one game.
One and done.
And then we see the Golden State Warriors play the New Orleans Pelicans. And I see the New Orleans Pelicans losing to the Golden State Warriors. And the Golden State Warriors.
Man.
I'm sorry. Golden State not in it. They dynasty is. I see the Sacramento Kings winning though.
All right.
Well, I almost went on a tangent. I did too many brackets in my head.
I'm not going against the Golden State Warriors, so I have Golden State winning against Sacramento.
It's a new day. It's a new time.
Hey, De'Aaron Fox, show me.
Hey, see, and that's why I'm not gonna pray victim and fall victim. Everybody gotta show up besides De'Aaron Fox. We know he gonna show up. Sabonis gotta show up. Monk gotta show up.
Harrison Barnes.
Harrison
be showing up.
Harrison Barnes
always show.
But you to me,
I think
if they have easy, I didn't know if they mentioned his name today.
Mm-hmm.
If their whole team shows up, they should be able to beat Golden State. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Golden State because if they win, I feel like this. Whoever wins that 9-10 matchup is going to win against New Orleans because I see them losing against the Lakers. Now, on this other side, the east side, we have 9-10 in the Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks. And give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
We have the Philadelphia 76ers going against the 8 seed Miami. I believe that Philadelphia, since Joel Embiid is supposed to be healthy, I feel like Philadelphia is going to win and they'll get the 7th seed. And then also, I feel like we're going to see Atlanta versus Miami because I don't think Chicago going to win. And I feel in my guts of guts that maybe Atlanta can pull it off.
They probably can pull it off. Maybe. Man, Philadelphia, hey, Tobias Harris, if there was any time for you to show up and play against Jimmy Butler, your arch nemesis, the one that made a meme out of you, the one that said they really traded me for Tobias Harris. If there was any time,
it's still the truth though.
If there was any time for you to come and ball out like you're supposed to, today or tomorrow, it's that time.
Tomorrow, yeah.
We need that from you. Philadelphia 76ers deserve that from you, man. Like you've been up and down. We really haven't been paying attention to you. Wasn't going on in the regular season with you. But I know me personally, you haven't balling. I ain't gonna lie. Some games you do your thing, some games you don't. But now is the time to submit yourself as a good small forward. Now is a good time to submit yourself as the guy that don't need to be memed no more. tomorrow is the day that you step up
But it's true.
to lore.
But it's true.
The legend.
But it's true.
The mystique of Tobias Harris needs to come out, play ball, do what you got to do tomorrow, man. Because we can't have you having no 12-point games, 15-point games. Man, it's time for you to show up and show out. And it's no better team to do that than Miami Heat. There's no player to do that against than Jimmy Butler. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think we see anything from Tobias Harris that we might not see on a regular basis. I think it's going to be Tyrese Maxey, and if Joel Embiid plays, that's going to be the people that you see step up. You're going to see a vintage performance from Jimmy Butler as usual. Mm-hmm. And maybe we can finally find Tyler Hero. Just maybe.
Prove me right, Tobias Harris, dog. I've been vouching for you, son. Hey, I've been vouching. I need that. You don't need to have no bad game, man. Tomorrow ain't the game to have a bad game. When you get in the playoffs, if you want to have a bad game, one bad game, I can accept that because you possibly push it to 7 games. But tomorrow, we don't need that. We need you to show up and show out, man. That's all.
And whenever the play-ins are set, we will do a special episode. We can break down the playoffs, go a little bit more in depth. It is 7 games, so it can swing either way, but we can give our own analysis on what we would think happened, at least in the first round. That is coming to you soon.
Hey, when they start, it's going to be the pretenders and the contenders. I know that's maybe the theme, has always been a theme in the playoffs, but we're going to find out.
On the East?
No, I'm in general.
No, the West too tough.
Hey,
the West too tough. I think you see a lot of series go to 6.
We're gonna see if OKC real. We're gonna see. Well, we already know Denver real. The Clippers and the Mavericks. That's gonna be a first round matchup. We're gonna see if they contenders, who contenders and who pretenders. Hey, yeah, I like what I see in the West. Now in the East, we know it's gonna be Boston.
No, it's Boston's losing. The 76ers to come take. If the 76ers are healthy with Joel Embiid and he don't get any real big injuries, they can beat Boston because Boston lives and dies by the 3. And yes, said that is for you. And I hope to everything in me that they lose so I can come laugh at you right here on this show. Oklahoma City Thunder, #1 spot in the West. They have wrapped it up. Congratulations. Youngest overall team in history to get the #1 seed in the West. Shout out to them. MVP Shai, even though he's not going to get it. But MVP Shai, because I know who is going to, and I know you do too. Yep. That man, that horse trainer, that gambler, if you will, because I know he's gambling over there. Nikola Jokic will be a 3-time MVP before it's all said and done. Well, do you disagree?
I disagree that he should get it this season. Again, if they were the #1 overall seed, then hey, but they not. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has proven himself to be that guy. He has proven to be the leader. He has proven to be the focal point. He has proven to be the best overall player on that team. Not only that team, but on a team with youngsters and also on a team that has #1 overall seed in the West. So I think they should give it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I hope they do give it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm pretty sure Nikola Jokic should have plenty more times where he can get MVP. But
so we just giving it to him because I mean it's not like they were 4 or 5. They was the 2nd seed, and just like how we say you can always give it to LeBron or Michael.
Yeah, you can always. LeBron should have had 6 or 7 MVPs, but they didn't give it to him.
So let me do this. The best overall record in the NBA is Boston, right?
Are they?
Yeah, they #1.
Okay.
So why is Jason Tatum not being in the conversation more? He from over them waters. He from where he from?
I thought he was from Serbia.
Serbia. Yeah,
Serbia, if I'm not mistaken.
He is from Serbia. He from over there across them waters.
Yep, Serbian. Yeah, he is from Serbia. But I don't know that the numbers for Jason Tatum isn't as good as those players like Luka. But Luka should be in that conversation. Also, again, Jokic should be in that. He's always going to be in that conversation. But Jason Tatum numbers isn't as good. I don't think he averaging 30, if I'm not mistaken. And with Jason Tatum, that's perfectly fine. As long as he can go out there and win a championship, he'll be fine. But again, when it's all said and done, you can also put Jalen Brunson in that conversation for MVP consideration, considering that Julius Randle is gone.
We have to do a show because that's my whole thing on what is an MVP. And the reason why I want to do this is because people say the stats or where your team is ranked and stuff like that. I look at impact, right? If you take Jokic off that team, they're not the same team, even if they still are good.
Right.
If you take Shai off, I'm not sure if Oklahoma, I don't think they get number 1 seed, but are they still good? Possibly. If you take Jokic off of Denver, they ain't get a number 2 seed.
If you take Shai off of OKC, then you don't have
I don't know.
One, you don't have a number 1 seed, and that number 1 seed could possibly go to Denver or Dallas. So I think if Shai ain't on that team, then OKC probably going to be maybe like a 5th or 6th seed.
And I'm not sure
they might be in the play-in.
Well, I'm not sure without Jokic being there, if Denver isn't in the same boat either, because Jamal Murray hurt constantly.
I don't say constantly, but not this season.
Well, most of the time, when it counts, the person's name who you always hear that gets them over the hump before they even mention anybody else is Jokic. Same thing with OKC.
Yeah.
And, despite them not having a number 1 seed, that doesn't really matter to me. My whole thing is the champs is the champs. And people are plotting if they even want to, whether they want to admit it or not out loud. People are plotting whether they want to play Denver as them being a number 2 seed. They ain't plotting that with OKC.
Yeah.
And that means something. I don't think people are scared of Boston because they seen Boston climb to these heights before. Even though they didn't have the same team, they seen them climb these heights before and not seal the deal, whether it be the championship or the Eastern Conference Finals. Philadelphia, the Clippers, Dallas. We've seen it all with all these other teams, definitely with LA, even though I hate to say that. But Denver, no matter what it is, once they got their first one, they have looked unbeatable. And
they still do. They still do.
And they still do. And my whole thing is, I guess I wish it wasn't in the regular season. I wish it would come in the playoffs when you get to the Western Conference Finals instead of having the Magic Johnson MVP and the Larry Bird MVP.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
I'd rather you tell me who the MVP is by the 4 teams that make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, because I think by then you'll be able to see it after whoever comes out of it.
Yeah.
Instead of giving some whack MVP names after all that stuff.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
I mean, it's there though.
I'm just saying,
it's there. You have here Wembanyama, first player in NBA history, 1,500 points,
250 blocks, and 100 3-pointers made. Wembanyama will be getting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and rightfully, deservedly so. He has been the best rookie in the NBA. He has also, man, I know people gonna be, I know they're gonna hate me for saying this, but he has also been one of the best players in the NBA. And to say that he is a rookie, that he is only 19 years old or 20 years old, one of the two, is crazy, because he's gonna have a great career. I think he said he only like 15% of what he can do or where he can reach his prime. I don't know what he was getting at with that, but we know, dog. We know you young. We know you still have untapped potential and all that. But hey, I gotta give a big shout out to Wembanyama, man, for doing his thing.
I'm sorry, I was looking for a hat so I could say cap.
Cap what?
15% of what he thinks.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was looking for a hat so I can do cap, but I ain't got one around here like I usually do. I mean, it's definitely good what he did. I mean, he lived up to the hype, so to speak, if you saw him play. More on the defensive side than offensive side in a manner of speaking, in terms of like what people say. But his defensive presence is definitely the thing with him being as tall as he is, seem to have the agility that he needs to get up and down the court and move laterally and things like that. We'll see how his offensive game continues to grow. But, like you said earlier, you can't teach height, but you also can't teach skill in a sense. And Jokic got natural skill that will demolish anybody outside of Joel Embiid, which I mean, even still, he may have his number in the sense sometimes too. So height can be one thing, but when you got skill, it's another thing. And that man Jokic can't jump, higher than the piece of paper, but he shows sit up there and get all the points he need and assists too.
Yep, one of the best offensive players we have, especially efficiently, that we have seen in a long, long, long time. All right, man. So now, by the way, if you guys haven't known, Ipe Mizuhara. Yeah, Mizuhara. I apologize, people. Former interpreter has been found guilty of stealing over $16 million from Otani with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He has been found guilty. If you don't know, Otani was accused of giving his friend all this money because he had a gambling debt, but now he is officially cleared of his name. He is innocent. He was officially stolen from, to say the least. But hey, glad your name clear, bro. Now, Ipe, I don't know what's about to happen to you, man, but I think locked up, they won't let me out.
This story is filled with so much stupidity. $16 million out your account, and you said you ain't account for it and you didn't know. Your tax people didn't know. Your accountants didn't know. Whoever did not know that was otherwise close to you did not know, and this man got away with $16 million. And y'all expect me to believe that he stole it. The man has access to his accounts, and you telling me he had so much access that $1 million just went by, $2 million just went by, $3 million just went by, and if anybody was to ask what happened, it ain't none of their business. It's all between him and Shohei.
Right.
Somebody got to be the fall guy.
Somebody got to be the fall guy. That's what.
They put it all on this man, and it don't make.
My bad. That's what it all comes to. My bad. Yeah, that's what it all comes to. It's
just sick. This story don't make sense. I think they was wrapping this up so nobody would sit up here and impede on the MLB season and things like that. This man getting away with $16 million in the span of however much time is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. Yeah, the flag.
You ain't innocent. They just ain't want to sit up there and put it on you.
The flag on low key. The flag on the play deserted everybody who orchestrated all this BS. If you ask me my opinion,
$16 million, my foot, crazy.
All right, man. All right, so we're gonna get to one of our segments called Flag on the Play, and pretty much when Flag on the Play is when we see anything egregious going on. When we see players say anything crazy, when we see coaches say anything crazy, or we just see anything just wow. It's our job as sports enthusiasts to call them out. So with no further ado, this goes to the one more time.
You asking a lot.
Okay. All right. This goes to none other than the Philadelphia 76ers for I hate to say this. They did ovation they made a statue for Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is one of the great players to ever play the game, to ever come in the NBA from Virginia, went to Georgetown, played for Philadelphia, then got traded to go play for Denver Nuggets. That didn't work out. But his namesake, what he did for the game of basketball, how he transcended the game of basketball, is by far one of the best players I enjoy watching. One of my favorite players I enjoy watching as well. But if you can see on this screen, this small ass statue, he shouldn't even have a small statue. His statue should be big, just like Kobe Bryant's out there in Philadelphia. But no. Look at what we have here. The size of that statue is the size of my hand. Size of both my hands. That's not big. It's not big. Well, my hands are big. So I'm just saying, man. Philadelphia 76ers, y'all disappointed me.
So I want to read off a few of his stats because that was my flag on the play too when I saw the size of the statue. 14 years in association. Allen Iverson is 6 feet, just so y'all know.
Okay.
It is 6 feet. But yes, 14 years in the NBA, NBA MVP 2000-2001 season, Hall of Fame class of 2016, NBA Most Valuable Player, of course, 2001, like we just said. 4-time NBA scoring champion. 11-time NBA All-Star. 7-time All NBA player. A few more things. Rookie of the Year. All Rookie First Team, 1997. Rookie Challenge MVP, 1997. His number 3 is retired. Second youngest player to 50 points in the game. Second highest player scoring average in NBA history, 29.7.
That's a bad man.
And I can go on and on because that's how long this list is, right? This one. Only rookie to score 40 points in 5 games in a row. Like, the list of accomplishments is so crazy that Philadelphia showed this much respect. This is why this is my flag on the play too, and I'm glad you put it on there because I didn't have to think about it.
Yeah, man.
This statue is small. It's a disgrace. I don't know if y'all wanted to be the same height as him. That look like Mike right there. That doesn't even look like him.
I don't know who that is.
That's a small statue. Who is that?
That's not Allen Iverson, man.
Who is that? Like, did y'all run out of money?
They molded it.
Molded it out of what? That's ridiculous. The base of the statue is bigger than the statue itself. That is ridiculous.
And I don't know what they're trying to do with that. I'm assuming that's a crossover. Nah.
It's a crossover because the ball up here and he down here. They do the one when he did it with Mike. That's got to be the one because it's
like Mike, man. Like Mike.
No, I'm talking about the one when he crossed over Mike.
Yeah.
But like this size of this statue is ridiculous. There's no way this man don't have a larger than life statue. Hell, if you want to make it tall, give me one where he doing his classic layups. By the way, the man did dunk. I don't care. Give it the one where he stepped over.
You feel me? Like, look at Dirk Nowitzki statue. You see, I mean, it's the signature fade away.
This is ridiculous.
Dude, what about the Kobe Bryant and Shaq statues? All these statues. And this is the best y'all can do.
Like, the man number retired for crying out loud.
Everybody gathered for around Philadelphia 76.
Did they pull a thing on the top of it?
They pulled a curtain on top of it, man. They would pull a curtain on top of that, man. Y'all could have, man, that's like a gift. Like, you know what you want for your birthday. Somebody give you something for your birthday, and then they was like, ta-da, and then you look at them like, is this it?
The other statues, though, were also kind of small. LOL. What statue?
Not Dirk, and not Kobe, not Shaq.
No,
I don't know.
Allen Iverson is one of the better players, the best player arguably that came through Philadelphia 76ers organization. Almost got them a championship. Went up against the Lakers dynasty almost single-handedly, depending on who remembers that time.
Got one game against them.
That was at the peak of the Lakers dynasty. This man got disrespected. He got that 3-chain snatch. We just don't know about it.
Philadelphia, y'all wrong. The 76ers
Maybe
organization.
The big 3.
Yeah, the 76ers, y'all wrong for that, man.
It's tragic.
Tragic.
I was disappointed. I don't know. I was a little disappointed. Yes, we have the next segment. This is for you right here, good sir.
All right. So when life comes at you fast, it's pretty much when you on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 15, and you get out the plane, you put your parachute on, and that parachute do not work. It don't work. And this is when life comes at you fast. All right. So when my life comes at you fast, it goes to none other than, I know we talked about this a few weeks ago. This goes to none other than Jontay Porter. If you don't know who Jontay Porter is, he is the brother of Michael Porter Jr., who currently plays for the Denver Nuggets. Jontay Porter Jr. decided to take matters into his own hands when it came to betting. And not only did he bet in the NBA game, he betted on himself. Now,
that's a win-win if you ask me.
Now he did prop bets. So if they said that he would play 2 minutes a game, he would act like he got an injury, fake an injury to get out the game so he could win money, or his family member, whoever is betting on, they can win money. And Adam Silver came out with a statement, I believe on Sunday or Saturday, and had said that Jontay Porter might be banned from the NBA because of what he did with the prop bets and betting on himself, which is all wrong, man. It was all wrong. This is pretty much when a life comes at you fast moment come around. You had everything going for you. You played in the NBA. When you play in the NBA, whether you the starter or whether you the sixth man on the bench or the last man on the bench, you are one of the best players in the world to play in the NBA. And for you to go out there, do prop bets on yourself, bet on yourself, and just bet, period. It's a full circle moment, and that's when life comes at you fast. So for him doing that, all the money that he could have made, all the contributions he could have made to any organization that he played for is out of the window, and he has nobody else to blame but himself. So when life comes at you fast, it goes to none other than Jonte Porter, man.
I just want to know how much money he won.
I think like maybe like $1 million or between $1 million and $5 million.
Probably more than his salary, man. And probably more than his salary,
man. But you could and I know he thought he'd get away with it, but in today's age, you can't get away with nothing, man. Like if you're doing wrong, you know you're gonna get caught.
My only thing is this: I know you say that. So ain't on time, he ain't get caught. I'm sorry, you cannot make me think that somebody got access to your account and you don't know what's going on with it. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody gonna make me believe it.
Man.
If you lose $5, you know about it.
I know, trust me.
All right, then. So you think about them 16 million? First it was 4,916. Money's just gonna keep coming out. Right. Eventually we're gonna see he bet $100 million and we ain't know about it.
But that boy wrong for that.
Hey, you can't make me believe Shohei ain't know about it. That's all I'm saying. Real quick, we have the money shot. The money shot is my personal segment because it's my nickname, Money. The money shot is something that I want you to remember, something that you cannot forget, that's staying on your brain, and when you hear it from somewhere else, you come back here to this cheer podcast. And just replay it all over again, just because you can, just because you mess with us, right? But this here money shot is... Okay,
can I sing? Here comes the money! Here comes the money.
Don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job. This is just to the play-in tournament. I did not know it had been 4 years since they instituted this. I also was one that called this stupid as hell when it first came out. And I was wrong. Because nobody cared about the regular season. And to an extent, they still may not care about it, but the NBA is doing things to institute it other than adding games like the NFL.
Thank God.
And so, because they got too many still, if you ask me. And that's playoffs. You can make it 5 games. It'll still be interesting. But when it comes to the play-in tournament, it's garnered more interest. It's also got more teams to where they're on the bubble, quote unquote. They can play almost in a first four in, first 4 out type thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
two.
But garnering interest, and it's getting everybody kind of amped up and ramped up and giving those lower seeds in terms of the 9 and 10 a chance to play.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly get in, and it's getting all of us ramped up for it. So much so to where we're creating narratives that we know nothing about. The Warriors are going to break up the dynasty and get rid of Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. I don't think they're getting rid of Draymond Green, but they're probably getting rid of Klay Thompson. Unless he takes a substantial pay cut. Also, Sacramento Kings, who knows, they'll blow this whole thing up. And when it comes to the New Orleans Pelicans, I'll reserve my thoughts for another day. But at the end of the day, it's creating interest. It's getting us all intertwined a little bit. It's making at least the last month significant after the All-Star break because we all know that March is for March Madness.
Yes, sir.
If nothing else. So, yeah, shout out to the NBA for the play-in tournament. 4 years running. A great idea. I definitely, had my reservations and called it stupid probably. If we go back and listen to it, I'll probably say stupid in some other words. But it actually worked out, and I can't be more happier. Now, whether I watch it or not, doesn't really matter. But we have interest going in to say, you know what? If you win, you in. If you don't, and you the high seed, you get another chance.
Yes, sir.
And if you the low seed, you got to win twice.
That's right.
All to get to those covenant last 2 spots. Oh, boy, the time it is to be an NBA fan.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Cary sounds All right.
Okay. All right. Hey, appreciate it.
The ones that are next to his, they are all small.
Charles Barkley just a small. That strategy, she do got a point. Yeah, she do got a point.
Yeah, no. I get that, but Charles Barkley and Allen Iverson, it ain't no slight to Charles Barkley. That's not a slight. Allen Iverson definitely changed what small men are looked at in the NBA. He's not small, he's 6 feet, but he's small in terms of NBA. Charles Allen, not to say Charles didn't have his own thing, but Allen actually almost got it for them, arguably by himself. The man never retired. I just listed off some of his accomplishments. I didn't get through the whole page. They could have made the statue halfway bigger than this. Come on, I'm just saying.
They could have
made, come on. Like, he basically kept them relevant for as long as he was with them. By himself.
He did.
Whether it was a controversy or the good or the bad, him and Larry Brown.
He did.
They brought Larry Brown a statue. His statue would be bigger. That's
yeah, man. All right.
Real quick, I guess before we get to our music picks, rap beef is back.
It's back at its finest, man.
We got a new person in because Drake definitely did a dope diss. I just hate it for him when Kendrick come out because
I don't. I want to see it.
No.
Drop the nuke, Kendrick. Drop it. Whatever it is, drop it. Drake
had an interesting conversation with Spencer last week, and
that's true.
Some things happened because we sat on the phone for a couple hours. But I will say this: the Kendrick thing was to get everybody amped up and actually like rapping and going at each other and kind of creating competition.
He did a good
mission
job.
Well done. Also, Kendrick brought out J. Cole. I didn't like that, but I'm petty.
When you brought him up?
I got to go back and look at the date. I saw some on the weekend though.
He brought him out this past weekend?
I think I saw some on the weekend. I don't know when it was, but I saw some on the weekend.
I did not see
it. Maybe it was old. I don't know. Maybe it was old, but they showing it like I can see it happening right now. But yeah, Drake, fantastic beef. I ain't got nothing to lines right now because I didn't have that much time. But fantastic response. He called the man short. And I mean, at the core of beef, at the core of the bars, right?
You want petty.
You gotta be petty.
You gotta be petty. I want to hear it all, man. I want to hear it all.
You got to be petty. But Rick Ross
came in, jumped in. A$AP Rocky came in, jumped in. The Weeknd came in and jumped in.
What the Weeknd had to say though? Was it about Drake?
Yeah.
So nobody like Drake.
Nobody don't like Drake. And they all formed up on like the Avengers against Thanos.
I don't know about the. I'm not calling Drake Thanos.
Hey, I'll call him
one of the best super villains. Stop it.
Hey, right now, look, everybody against the man for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, J. Cole now.
He has no say no longer in this argument.
I'm just saying. But yeah, Rick Ross ended the conversation and had a whole thing for him. He called a white boy, all that. I was like, golly.
Yeah.
It's a little stiff out here in these streets. I'm not sure why. But we are nearing the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you music picks. We forgot to say it at the beginning, but if y'all put it in there, we'll put it up there. Music picks are 2 picks a piece from us where we give you something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, something to vibe to, something to listen to, something to remind you of this here podcast. These 2 young men. I appreciate y'all for putting it in there.
Appreciate it.
Because I sure forgot.
All right.
It's been a long day.
Let's start with it. G. We have G.
Oh, I got this one, G. I can pronounce this one. Less Work by Prince.
Okay.
Let
me get the other one.
I know. Yeah.
A barter song, Tipsy by Shabuzi.
Oh, I think it's gonna be a bar song.
A bar song.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. A bar song by Shabuzi.
Country artist.
Oh, okay.
African American country artist.
Okay. Oh, okay.
A good song.
Not Beyonce. Good.
Wow. No, yeah,
a bar song. Okay.
No, she made a Beyonce album, not a country album. Calm down.
Okay, that's what they say.
That's what she said. 21 Savage and Doja Cat.
NHIE.
I want to know what it's standing for. You don't know what it's standing for? Doja Cat fan? You ain't know about this one?
No, I did not.
Hey, Chelsea, what that standing for if you know? If it's bad language, go ahead and put it in there.
All right.
Oh, we do appreciate y'all picks. I got to do a better job, or we got to do a better job of putting it at the beginning. But thank y'all for remembering, man. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, it took all the pressure off me and not like accidentally showing it too. I appreciate that.
All right, so my pick goes to Summer Walker featuring Ari Lennox, Unloyal, and Brian McKnight featuring Maze You Should Be Mine. I probably already put that Brian McKnight featuring Maze joint on there already, but hey,
I did the Summer Walker and Ari Unloyal too. I did that before when it first came out.
Oh shit!
No, you good. No, you gonna leave me hanging?
Oh man. I like that record.
All right, mine is something old is Zapp and Rogers, So Rough, So Tough. And then I don't know if our cousin is watching in Atlanta, but October London, I gave him a listen. He sound like Motown.
Motown, yeah.
And Midnight Love Affair was one of the ones that I definitely took a liking to, but it all sound like old Motown stuff, which is good, right? It's never bad to revisit the past.
Facts.
Never bad to revisit the past. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Oh, that's a lad. Gotcha. Okay.
Two Hands to Heaven by Beyonce. This is off her Beyonce album, not a country album. It's not Tinashe. How about that? How about that, buddy?
October London, yeah. Bro is amazing.
Yeah.
He cool. He cool. He cool. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to G&C Sports Talk. Want to leave y'all on an inspirational tip real quick. Whatever you want to do, please, for the love of everything that's inside of you, go do it. Don't let nobody stop you. Reach out for help if you need to. Make sure that you are doing the thing that makes you happy or things. Because at the end of the day, cemetery got more dreams than the real world.
Yeah, man.
So do whatever you feel. Find a way. Reach out to whoever. Hey, and if you don't know nobody love you,
we love you. Here at G&C Sports Talk, we love you, man. That's what we here for, man.
Got anything else you want to say?
Nah, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in again. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Let's keep the numbers going up. Let's keep positivity going. Hey. And you know what we do? We here at G&C Sports Talk, what we doing for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Take it easy, and we will see y'all very, very soon.
Peace.